Hello guys, this is my second video of unboxing and assembling my first 3D printer, which is Creality CR-10S Pro V2 printer. In this video we will continue where we left off in the previous video. In the previous video we received the package, we assembled the basic structure, so frame onto the bed, and we connected all the cables of motors, and then we also attach the filament holder. In this video we will be continuing with turning on the 3D printer itself, and then also configuring it for our first 3D print. We will be also loading filament and follow all the rules we need in the manual instructions. So let's begin. So here's our 3D printer again. As you can see, it's quite high, so we will only recording the needed stuff down here. If anything will be necessary, I will also raise the camera. So let's begin where we left off in the previous video. We went through the screen information. We will now loading the filament. To do that, we first need to insert the power supply cable into the printer and turn the printer on. As you can see, the screen has started and you can hear the fan already blowing. It's actually loaded. For loading off the filament, we will use the standard filament which came with the printer. So let's attach it to the holder like that. First thing we need to do is change the language because it came in Chinese.
Oh my god! Wow!
And I don't understand Chinese, so yes. Where is the language? It's right here in the middle of second row. I will switch to English. And now that the printer is ready, we first need to preheat the printer. So we will be using this function, which is temperature, and we will click on the automatic. We also have to choose which plastic we have, and we have PLA. Now that that is done, we need to wait so the printer heats up. It's already heating from 0, it's 62 degrees. And now we need to insert the filament through the extruder, and we can add the filament by pressing and holding the extruder level and insert the filament through the filament detector and through the extruder motor. Continue feeding until you see filament extrude from the nozzle. So we have to push the filament so long that we can see it extract at the nozzle. So let's begin by taking the one end of the filament. We take one end and we drag it all the way down here. You have also arrow right in, so you will know where to put the filament in. And now that it's gone to this, we just need to press this. We push the filament till it gets in the nozzle. It's still not extruding, so we need to push even more. The temperature is already at 195 degrees, so should be enough for extruding.
One eternity later.
As you can see, the filament just extruded, so we know that we push all the filament through the pipe and through the nozzle. Now we can clean this up with something small like this. You can see the extruded filament. Now the important step is to adjust the platform height by turning these knobs underneath. We can use a piece of A4 paper, standard printer paper, to assist with the adjustment, making sure that the nozzle is slightly pressed on the paper. You can see the example how the nozzle must be placed, so it must not be too far away, must not be too close, but it should be right above the platform so that one layer of the plastic can be extruded. Let me just do that. Everything I'm doing this first time, so it might take a little longer, so we take this USB key which came with the printer and insert it into the computer. I also found out that the pliers also came with the printer, so we have everything we need, so let's do that. Software is on the USB which is received by the package. We go into the folder software and drive and start Creality slicer installation. We install the installation in our wanted folder. Once the installation is finished, we can open the manual which describes the whole process of installing and applying our first printing project. We start Creality Slicer program, which should be on the desktop shortcut. As we can see, we have first time wizard where we choose our language, in our case English. Next, our model isn't on the machine devices list, so we create custom model where we will name our model. We type our printer name, which is CR-10S Pro V2. We also define our printing dimensions, which are 300 mm in x-axis, 300 mm in y-axis, and 400 mm in z-axis. We then click finish. The program has started. We can see our printer working space. For the first test, we will be using already designed testing model which came with the package, which is this maze, which we can see it's a lot smaller than all, and it will take only 1 hour of print time. Once we selected the right model, we click to generate G-code on the micro SD card, which is inserted into the adapter of Now that it's safe, we can eject the USB and plug it into the printer and then print it out. Now that we leveled up the bed, that we filled in the filament, and we also created G-code on our computer software, we can begin with printing. It will click so you know that it's ready. Then we go to print setting, like right here, and we select the maze. And we press print. Let's the magic begin. Let's do that. So after attempting to print my first product for the third time, I finally got it down to this product, which is 8.8 maze. The product is really well printed. Perhaps it needs some polishing on the bottom side, but overall it's great printer. It has auto leveling, it has a filament sensor and many other functions. I would really recommend buying this printer. So if you want to see more similar videos about 3D printing, and if you have any ideas what should I print next, please let me know down in the comments. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye!